This is a United States $quarter coin worth 25 cents, but some of these coins have very interesting designs and history. The first coin is the 2019 Lowell National Historical Park quarter, which shows a textile worker making cloth and represents the industrial history of Massachusetts. The second coin is the 2007 Montana State quarter, featuring a buffalo skull and beautiful mountains, symbolizing the wild nature and heritage of Montana. The third coin is the 2017 Frederick Douglass quarter, honoring the famous leader Frederick Douglass and his fight for freedom and equality. These coins may look ordinary, but collectors around the world love them because of their unique designs and historical meaning. 2019 Lowell National Historical Park quarter is a fascinating coin that represents an important part of American industrial history. This coin is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, a special series created by the United States Mint to honor national parks and historic sites across the United States. The program began in 2010 and continued until 2021, releasing 5 new quarter designs each year, with each coin celebrating a unique and meaningful place in American history. In 2019, one of the featured locations was Lowell National Historical Park, a historic site located in the state of Massachusetts that tells the story of America's early industrial revolution. Lowell became famous in the early 19th century as one of the first major planned industrial cities in the United States. During the 1800s, large textile mills were built in the city, powered by water from the Merrimack River and an advanced canal system designed to run heavy machinery. These mills produced large quantities of cotton cloth and helped transform the American economy from an agricultural system into an industrial powerhouse. Thousands of workers came to Lowell to work in these mills, and many of them were young women known as the Lowell Mill Girls, who left their rural homes to work in the factories and earn wages. Their work not only helped build the American textile industry, but also played an important role in early labor reform movements in the United States. The design on the reverse side of the 2019 Lowell quarter shows a young woman working at a textile loom, carefully guiding threads as fabric is produced. This image symbolizes the hardworking people who powered America's industrial growth and highlights the importance of textile manufacturing in Lowell's history. Behind the woman in the design, the large mill windows represent the historic mill buildings that still stand in the city today as part of the national park. These buildings have been preserved so visitors can learn about the lives of factory workers and the rapid industrial growth that shaped the nation. The coin also includes the inscriptions Lowell, Massachusetts, 2019, and the national motto E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. This phrase reflects the unity of the United States and appears on many American coins. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has appeared on the U.S. quarter for many decades. The portrait was originally created by the sculptor John Flanagan and has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in American history. When the Lowell quarter was released in 2019, it quickly became popular among coin collectors because of its historical meaning and unique design. Millions of these coins were produced for circulation, but collectors often search for coins in perfect condition or special mint versions from the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. Some collectors also look for rare minting errors, which can sometimes increase a coin's value. Although most 2019 Lowell quarters are worth their face value of 25 cents, coins that are uncirculated or part of special collector sets can be worth more. Beyond its monetary value, the coin serves as a small piece of history that reminds people of the workers, innovations, and industrial growth that helped shape the United States. Today, Lowell National Historical Park continues to attract visitors from around the world who want to learn about the early factories, canals, and communities that played a major role in the Industrial Revolution in America. Through coins like the 2019 Lowell quarter, the United States Mint helps preserve and share these stories, turning everyday pocket change into a powerful reminder of the nation's past. The 2019 Lowell National Historical Park quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tribute to the vision, innovation, and hard work that defined early American industry. Lowell, Massachusetts became a model for industrial cities in the United States, and its significance goes beyond the mills themselves. The city was meticulously planned to accommodate the growing themselves. The city was meticulously planned to accommodate the growing workforce, including housing, schools, churches, and cultural institutions, creating one of the first modern industrial communities. The Lowell Mill Girls, who are featured symbolically on the coin, were largely young women from rural New England families who came to Lowell seeking work and independence. Their lives were challenging, with long hours, strict rules, and rigorous labor, yet they also had opportunities for education, lectures, and cultural activities, which made Lowell unique among industrial cities of the era. The coin's imagery, showing a woman operating a spinning wheel, captures both the technical skill and the human effort that powered the mills, symbolizing the countless workers whose labor fueled America's industrial growth. Beyond the textile industry, Lowell was a hub for technological innovation, including advanced water-powered machinery, precision engineering, and early automation techniques that influenced manufacturing practices across the country. The canals depicted in Lowell's history, though not directly shown on the coin, were critical to its development, providing water power for the mills and shaping the city's urban design. The preservation of Lowell National Historical Park ensures that visitors today can explore the original mill buildings, canals, and worker housing, connecting the physical space with the stories captured on the coin. In addition to honoring the industrial past, the coin also reflects broader themes of social change, labor rights, and women's participation in the workforce, all of which were critical elements of the 19th century American experience. The 2019 Lowell quarter stands as a reminder that every coin in circulation carries a story, bridging past and present, and inspiring appreciation for the people and places that helped shape the nation. As part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, it not only celebrates Lowell, but also educates the public about the importance of preserving historical landmarks, ensuring that the contributions of workers, inventors, and community builders are remembered for generations. Collectors value the coin not just for its design, but for the narrative it tells, highlighting how a small, everyday object like a quarter can reflect national pride, innovation, and the human stories behind America's rise as an industrial power. From its careful design to its widespread circulation, the 2019 Lowell National Historical Park quarter serves as a miniature ambassador of history, connecting people to the past while remaining a functional part of the present economy. Its release reinforces the idea that coins are not merely monetary tools, but cultural artifacts, capable of teaching lessons, sparking curiosity, and preserving memories of the people, places, and events that shaped the United States. Today, whether in the hands of a casual spender, a coin collector, or a history enthusiast, the Lowell quarter continues to symbolize the spirit of innovation, resilience, and community that defined a pivotal era in American history. The coin's enduring appeal comes from this blend of artistry, historical significance, and human narrative, making it a treasured item for those who appreciate the depth of America's story and the tangible links that coins provide to our collective past. The 2007 quarter dollar might look like an ordinary coin that many people ignore in their pockets, but what if I told you that some of these coins can actually be worth far more than 25 cents? Yes, I am not joking. Some collectors are willing to pay hundreds and even thousands of dollars for certain rare versions of the 2007 quarter. In this video, we are going to explore the shocking truth about the 2007 quarter dollar, its history, the rare varieties, minting errors, and why collectors around the world are searching for these coins today. The 2007 quarter is part of one of the most famous coin programs in the United States called the 50 State Quarters Program. This program was launched by the United States Mint in 1999 and continued until 2008. The goal was simple but brilliant. Every year, 5 different states would be honored on the reverse side of the quarter. Each coin would feature a unique design representing the history, culture, or symbols of that state. The program became incredibly popular, and millions of Americans began collecting the coins. In 2007, 5 new states were featured in the program. These were Montana, Washington, Idaho, Wyoming, and Utah. Each of these coins had a unique design that tells a story about the state it represents. The front of the coin, known as the obverse, still features the famous portrait of George Washington, which has appeared on the quarter since 1932. Let's start with the Montana quarter. The design shows a beautiful American bison standing in front of a mountainous landscape. This design represents the rich wildlife and natural beauty of Montana. The bison is a powerful symbol of the American West and reminds people of the vast plains that once covered the region. Many collectors love this design because of its bold appearance. Next comes the Washington State Quarter. This coin features a jumping salmon with the beautiful Mount Rainier in the background. The salmon represents the importance of fishing and the natural rivers of the Pacific Northwest. Washington is famous for its salmon industry, and the design perfectly captures the connection between the people and the environment. The Idaho quarter features a peregrine falcon flying above the state outline. The peregrine falcon is one of the fastest birds in the world and represents strength, speed, and survival. This design also celebrates conservation efforts because the peregrine falcon was once endangered but later successfully restored through wildlife protection programs. The Wyoming quarter has one of the most recognizable designs in the entire State Quarters series. It features a bucking horse and rider, which is based on the famous Wyoming license plate symbol. This image represents the cowboy culture and strong Western heritage of the state. Many collectors say this is one of the most iconic designs ever used on a quarter. Finally, the Utah quarter shows 2 locomotives coming together on railroad tracks. This design commemorates the historic moment known as the Golden Spike Ceremony, which took place in 1869 at Promontory Summit. This event marked the completion of the first transcontinental railroad in the United States, connecting the east and west coasts, and transforming transportation and trade across the country. Now here is where things become very interesting. While millions of 2007 quarters were produced, not all of them are the same. Some rare versions contain minting errors or special characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. These errors can occur during the coin production process when the dies strike the metal blanks. One of the most valuable types of error is the double die error. This happens when the design is accidentally stamped twice at slightly different angles, creating a doubling effect on the letters or images. Collectors carefully examine coins with magnifying glasses looking for these tiny details. A strong double die error on a 2007 quarter could make the coin worth hundreds of dollars. Another rare error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not perfectly aligned with the die during the striking process. As a result, part of the design may appear missing while another section is stretched toward the edge of the coin. Coins with dramatic off-center strikes can be extremely collectible. There are also coins with clipped planchets. This happens when the metal blank is cut incorrectly before the coin is struck. Instead of being perfectly round, the coin might have a curved section missing from the edge. Although this might look like damage, it is actually a genuine mint error that collectors love. Some 2007 quarters were also struck on the wrong metal planchet. In extremely rare cases, a quarter design might accidentally be stamped on a blank intended for another coin denomination. These mistakes are incredibly rare, but when they appear, they can sell for thousands of dollars at auctions. Condition is another important factor in determining the value of a coin. Coins that have never been used in circulation are called mint state coins. These coins still have their original shine and no scratches or wear. Professional grading companies evaluate these coins using a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS-67 or higher can be worth far more than a regular circulated coin. There are also special collector versions of the 2007 quarter that were made using a technique called proof striking. These coins were produced specifically for collectors and feature mirror-like surfaces and extremely sharp details. Proof coins are struck multiple times with polished dies to create a beautiful finish. Many of these proof coins were made from silver rather than the standard copper-nickel alloy. Some of these silver-proof quarters contain 90% silver and were sold in collector sets by the United States Mint. Because of the Eisenhower silver content and the limited production numbers, these coins can also become valuable over time. Coin collectors all over the world continue searching through their pocket change, hoping to find a rare coin hiding in plain sight. It might sound unbelievable, but many valuable coins have been discovered in everyday circulation. People often overlook small details that experts immediately recognize as rare features. Online auction websites have recorded several sales of rare state quarters with mint errors. Some of these coins have sold for hundreds of dollars, and a few exceptional pieces have reached prices close to $1,000, depending on their rarity and condition. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that treasure might already be in your hands. A simple coin that most people ignore could turn out to be a rare collectible worth a surprising amount of money. That is why collectors always encourage people to carefully examine their coins before spending them. The 2007 quarter dollar is more than just a piece of metal. It represents history, art, culture, and the stories of 5 different American states. Each design captures an important moment or symbol that helps tell the story of the United States. So the next time you receive a quarter in your change, take a closer look. Check the year, the mint mark, and the design. Look carefully for unusual details, doubling, off-center strikes, or other minting errors. You never know when you might discover a rare coin hiding in plain sight. And remember, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Sometimes the smallest objects carry the biggest stories and the greatest value. The 2007 quarter dollar proves that even an ordinary coin can become an extraordinary treasure. The 2017 quarter dollar might look like an ordinary coin that people use every day, but many collectors believe some of these coins could be surprisingly valuable. In fact, certain rare varieties of the 2017 quarter have sold for far more than their face value. If you have one in your pocket right now, you might want to take a closer look, because some of these coins have hidden details that collectors search for all over the world. The 2017 quarter belongs to the famous America the Beautiful Quarters program, a special coin series that started in 2010 and ended in 2021. This program was created by the United States Mint to celebrate national parks and historic sites across the United States. Every year, 5 new quarter designs were released, each representing a different state or U.S. territory. These coins are not just money. They are small pieces of art that tell the story of America's natural beauty and history. In 2017, the United States Mint released 5 different quarter designs. These included Effigy Mounds Quarter, Frederick Douglass Quarter, Ozark Riverways Quarter, Ellis Island Quarter, and George Rogers Clark Quarter. Each coin shows a different historical place and story, making them extremely interesting for collectors and history lovers. The Effigy Mounds Quarter represents the beautiful mounds built by ancient Native American cultures. These mounds were created more than 1,000 years ago and shaped like animals such as bears and birds. The coin honors Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa, reminding people of the deep history of the land long before modern America existed. Another fascinating coin from the same year is the Frederick Douglass Quarter. It honors Frederick Douglass, one of the most powerful voices against slavery in American history. The design shows Douglass at Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C., standing strong as a symbol of freedom and equality. Many collectors love this coin because it celebrates courage and human rights. Another 2017 design celebrates Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missouri. This coin shows a peaceful scene of a person floating on a river in a canoe. It represents the natural beauty and calm wilderness of the Ozark region. For people who love nature, this quarter is one of the most beautiful designs of the entire series. The Ellis Island quarter is also very powerful and emotional. It represents Ellis Island, the place where millions of immigrants arrived in America between the late 1800s and early 1900s. The design shows an immigrant family looking toward the future, symbolizing hope and new beginnings. For many families in the United States, Ellis Island is part of their personal history. The final design, released in 2017, honors George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. The coin shows George Rogers Clark, an important American military officer from the time of the American Revolutionary War. His leadership helped secure important territories for the young United States. Now here comes the shocking part that many people do not know. Even though millions of these coins were produced, some rare versions are worth far more than 25 cents. The value depends on factors such as mint marks, condition, and possible mint errors. Some 2017 quarters were struck at the Denver Mint, some at the Philadelphia Mint, and special collector versions were produced at the San Francisco Mint. Collectors always check the small letter on the coin called the mint mark. If you see a D, it means the coin was minted in Denver, a P means Philadelphia, and S means San Francisco. Coins from San Francisco are usually made for collectors and sometimes contain more silver, which makes them more valuable. Another thing collectors search for is minting errors. Sometimes during the production process, something goes wrong and creates a unique coin. For example, a double die error happens when the design is accidentally stamped twice in slightly different positions. This creates a doubling effect in the letters or numbers. These rare mistakes can make a coin extremely valuable. Some 2017 quarters with mint errors have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in auctions. A coin that normally buys almost nothing can suddenly become a treasure if it has a rare feature. That is why serious collectors examine their coins with magnifying glasses, looking carefully at every small detail. Condition is also extremely important. Coins that are in perfect or near-perfect condition are graded by professional grading services. A coin graded MS-67 or higher can be worth much more than a circulated coin. Many collectors keep their coins inside protective holders to preserve their condition for many years. The material of the coin also matters. Most 2017 quarters are made from a copper and nickel combination, but special collector editions contain 90% silver. These silver versions were mainly sold in collector sets, and they are naturally worth more than regular circulation coins. Another interesting fact about the 2017 quarter series is how it connects people to history and geography. Each design represents a real place that people can visit. From ancient Native American mounds to historic immigrant landmarks, these coins turn small pieces of metal into storytelling objects. Many people do not realize how powerful coin collecting can be. A single coin can connect you to centuries of history, culture, and human stories. That is why millions of collectors around the world carefully search through their change hoping to discover something rare and valuable. Some collectors even believe that certain modern coins, like the 2017 quarter, could become extremely valuable in the future. As time passes, fewer coins remain in perfect condition, and rare varieties become harder to find. What looks like a simple coin today could become a collector's treasure many years from now. So the next time you see a 2017 quarter, do not ignore it. Look closely at the design, the mint mark, and the condition. Check if it belongs to one of the 5 beautiful designs from the America the Beautiful series. You might be holding a coin that tells a powerful story of history, nature, freedom, and exploration. And who knows? That ordinary coin in your pocket could turn out to be a rare collectible worth far more than 25 cents. That is the magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories can be surprisingly valuable.